Welcome to this new episode of TheFlyingDutch TV. In this episode I'm going to walk you through the third dungeon in Order and Chaos, Eritstars Temple. From the way to walk, to all the tips and tricks and tactics to get all the bosses down easy. We even kill the Crystal Guard boss, which is the optional boss in this dungeon, and drops a pet. And some other stuff, I think. Anyway, here we go, and have fun watching. So, the first boss in Eritstars Temple, Barstika the Fury, as it's actually called, but we all call it the 4x4. Also because it has something of a PvP battle. The battle starts when the tank walks into the arena and pulls aggro on the warrior and the ranger. He has to keep walking circles until the mage is dead. The two DPSs take care of the healer first. It's very important that you have at least one person in your team that can stun the healer, as she heals her team constantly. So the obvious choice would be a mage with fire barrage and rock piercing and all that stuff. So on to the mage. The mage is silenceable. So, skills like water prison and cutthroat with full apnea on a ranger are very helpful in this stage of the battle. The tank still walks circles and gets healed from time to time by the healer. Once the mage is dead, thank you. It would be desirable that one of the DPSs start pulling aggro on the warrior of the enemy team. This way the other team members, including your tank, can kill off the ranger and then go all out on the warrior, which is the hardest one of the four. As a famous Dutch footballer always says, every advantage has its disadvantage, and our advantage is that our tank is pretty strong, and the disadvantage is that the other DPSs couldn't pull aggro on the warrior. So we had to pull them all in one place and try to kill him at the same time. Since the last update in August 2012, this boss drops 2 epic items. The first is of course the epic weapon, a cold killer dagger, which is the flaming ranger dagger, and the second is the epic armor set for the rune-bought bear mount, which looks pretty cool, I must say. So after a fair bit of fighting, we end up at tze'u c'pii tshelu, the last boss of Eritstars temple. In this guide I'm going to show you 2 ways to kill the boss, and this next clip is the first and possibly the most safe way to kill off tze'u c'pii tshelu. After you kill the final 4 mobs, you walk to the other side of tze'u c'pii tshelu to the light pillar, which is roughly near the dots you see on the screen here. So the battle starts when the tank walks up to the dragon and starts hitting him in the face. The dragon battle is in 4 stages. The first stage is the fire stage, and in this stage he casts a ring of fire, as you can see. As an DPS, you must stay clear of his red selection ring. When you stand in that ring, you get hit by the fire pretty bad. The only one close to the dragon is the tank, and the healer here just heals him constantly and makes sure he doesn't die. Well, in the second stage, and this is something that is not at this moment is not really not really worth doing actually. But in this, as you can see here, the tank pulls the dragon to the light. The point was, before a couple of updates earlier, that the harpies that come in the third stage, which is now, took longer to get to you, but yeah, it doesn't really matter now anymore. So you could well just stay in the middle, but well, it's, if people start arguing about it, just move to the light and get over with it. In the third stage, as you can see here, is the lightning stage. make sure that the tank and at least one DPS are concentrating on the dragon, while another DPS is concentrating on killing the harpies, because they do a lot of damage. The final stage is the Earth stage. Here it is again very important that the tank keeps aggro, because the dragon will hit the person with the aggro with about 4 or 5k damage. So you can imagine if you're a mage, you'd be dead in a blink of an eye. So, well, that's that, and as you can see now, there's some red text, and the one, maybe familiar from earlier on in the game, in the storyline, will come up and smack the dragon in the nuts, and say, "Well, get over it, you big lump, just die," like that. And in the end, the complete team gets cast into a crystal shield or something. Completely useless. With a free will skill, you can get rid of the skill and get to the... what's it called? Get to the loot first. Well, this was... the easy way, now the hard way. Or hard way. A couple of months ago when I recorded this session, this wasn't really common. Nowadays people have much more better gear, and it's much more doable than it was a couple of months ago. So everyone goes to the center of the area and starts hitting the dragon full force. Make sure you have 2 DPSs that know what they're doing, and make sure you get through the first stage, the fire stage, after one fire blast. In the fire blast, the healer just uses prayer to half the damage done by the firing and everything else. For the rest, it's pretty straightforward. Just hit and hit and hit really hard, and get over with it.